This past year has been nothing short of a tumultuous ride for G-Dragon, with recent months bringing forth a whirlwind of uncertainty. Rumors began swirling around the whispers that G-Dragon might part ways with Y Entertainment as his contract drew to a close. For nearly 22 years, he has been the backbone of the company, a vital force behind its soaring success, so losing him would undoubtedly be a monumental blow. Fans expected YG to go all out to keep him, especially with Blackpink's own shaky status looming in the air. Yet the reality painted a different picture, one of eerie silence and disinterest from the agency. Compounding the tension, G-Dragon's name mysteriously vanished from YG's official roster for 2023, sending fans into a frenzy of concern. There were murmurs that G-Dragon had inked a deal with another entity, but until then, those claims lingered in the ether unverified. At the end of September, speculation ran rampant about a possible contract with Warner Records following his visit to their Los Angeles office, yet neither party confirmed anything. Little did he know, the fate of his contract with YG would soon pale in comparison to the escalating drama ahead. On October 25th, a bombshell dropped. G-Dragon found himself under police scrutiny, suspected of engaging with illegal substances. Remarkably, the police had no tangible evidence against him, yet he was still summoned to the precinct, igniting a media firestorm. The fallout was intense, but what garnered attention was YG's baffling response. Their statement, "It's difficult to officially respond as he's no longer our artist," only added fuel to the fire, muddying the waters instead of clearing them. Were they simply acknowledging his exit, or was this an admission of his new allegiance? Fans were enraged by YG's cold detachment, especially considering G-Dragon's years of dedication. Whispers arose that this scandal might be YG's calculated retribution for his delayed contract negotiations, but that remained mere conjecture. However, the betrayal felt unbearable to many, and it seemed G-Dragon shared this sentiment. Nonetheless, he stood resolute against the accusations, maintaining his innocence and offering his full cooperation to law enforcement. He willingly presented himself for questioning, and initial drug tests yielded negative results. In a turn of events, he found support from fellow idols and industry allies rallying behind him amid rampant, unfounded rumors. Accusations of him being under the influence during public appearances and various speculations like his sudden loss of body hair when attending the police station swirled like toxic smoke, aiming to tarnish his image. Unwilling to let these lies tarnish his reputation, he lashed back with legal measures against those spreading deceitful narratives, even initiating lawsuits against YouTubers who ignited the scandal. Remarkably, he even received a formal apology from JTBC for a false report that had circulated, marking a significant shift in his battle for truth. Gradually, his image began to mend with the public, slowly recognizing the unjust nature of the allegations against him. Then, as whispers of renewal filled the air, another thrilling development struck. G-Dragon had reportedly signed with a new agency, gearing up for an explosive comeback. On November 28th, he teased fans with an intriguing video on his Instagram. The enchanting melodies from his track Dana Comedia, hailing from his 2017 album Kwangong, served as the backdrop, while the Korean word sok, meaning new song, ignited a spark of euphoria among his devoted followers. Just a day later, G-Dragon dropped a bombshell. He vanished YG's name from his social media profiles, hinting at a definitive end to his ties with the company. But it wasn't until December 5th that the whispers solidified into fact. Reports surfaced indicating G-Dragon was on the verge of signing an exclusive contract with Galaxy Corporation, marking a potential new chapter in his dramatic journey. From the outset, he firmly denied all accusations and was eager to assist the authorities, including voluntarily presenting himself for questioning. G-Dragon had aced the initial tests, emerging negative, and garnered support from a significant segment of idols and industry veterans. During this tumultuous period, numerous unfounded rumors circulated about him, alleging he had been impaired at multiple public appearances. Whispers suggested he arrived at the police station completely hairless, and various insinuations aimed at tarnishing his reputation continued to spread. He fought back, initiating legal actions against malicious postings and pursuing lawsuits against YouTubers who ignited these damaging rumors. Remarkably, he even received an apology from JTBC for disseminating false reports about him. All things considered, it appeared that his reputation was gradually on the mend, with his standing among fans and the public being revitalized. Despite enduring a challenging ordeal, it became evident just how unjustly he had been treated, all because of baseless rumors. Then the media was hit by sensational news. G-Dragon might have inked a deal with a new agency and was gearing up for a monumental comeback on November 28th. He tantalizingly shared a video on his Instagram featuring music from his track Dana Comedia off his 2017 album Kwangong. Its Korean title Sok translates to New Song. This ignited a fervor among fans, hinting at the possibility of new music on the horizon. Just a day later, he conspicuously erased YG's name from his social media, signaling a potential break from the company. However, it wasn't until December 5th that reports surfaced revealing G-Dragon was on the verge of signing an exclusive contract with Galaxy Corporation for the slanderous report they made against him. Ultimately, it seemed as if everything was falling back into place for him. His pristine image among Nison and the public was being diligently restored. After enduring a grueling ordeal, it became clear just how cruel they had been, all due to their blind belief in baseless rumors surrounding his character. Then, just as swiftly, another bombshell struck the media. G-Dragon was rumored to have inked a deal with a new agency and was also gearing up for his monumental comeback. On November 28th, he unveiled a striking video on his Instagram. The music in the video echoed from the track Dana Comedia from his 2017 album Kwan Gong. The Korean title Sok means new song, igniting fervor among fans and hinting tantalizingly at the possibility of fresh music. Then a mere day later, he erased Yai's name from his social media accounts, signaling a potential severance from the company. However, it wasn't until December 5th that whispers emerged about G-Dragon nearing an exclusive contract with Galaxy Corporation, was on the brink of securing an exclusive agreement with Galaxy Corporation. The corporation was far from a mere entertainment agency. It was a powerhouse centered on managing intellectual property and conjuring captivating content. Whispers circulated about a potential contract renewal with YG, yet such a notion felt more like wishful thinking. In response to the swirling rumors, YG issued a statement on the 20th of December, YG admitted in their statement regarding G-Dragon's rumored renewed contract. At this point, we cannot confirm anything, which was a disheartening sign. Yet it became glaringly clear that G-Dragon and YG's relationship had ended on tumultuous grounds on the very day they issued that statement. They announced G-Dragon's exit from the company, a brief note acknowledging his significance yet wishing him well in his future ventures. The following day, December 21st, director Joe S.U. of Galaxy Corporation at the JW Marriott Hotel heralded G-Dragon as a new artist under their banner. Director Joe kicked off the event with the momentous declaration that Galaxy Corporation had inked an exclusive deal with G-Dragon. He also confronted the substance scandal, asserting that though G-Dragon was innocent, the accusations inflicted deep emotional wounds. He condemned the online harassment as a stark infringement on human rights and demanded the netizens behind the post to retract them swiftly. On the matter of delays surrounding the announcement, Galaxy Corporation claimed they had been awaiting YG's official declaration of G-Dragon's departure, yet the circumstances seemed highly suspect. The report from Sports Seoul on December 22nd confirmed the doubts. G-Dragon had indeed desired to renew his contract with YG, eager to unveil his new album without delay, fully prepared to continue his artistic journey. Yet he changed his direction due to YG's lack of support. As it was said, YG had thrown him to the wolves, claiming they couldn't respond since he was no longer their artist. An industry insider revealed that had YG backed G-Dragon while Yang Hyun-suk faced his own investigations, it would have posed significant challenges for the company. However, where YG faltered in safeguarding him, Galaxy Corporation stepped in. CEO Choi Young-tae, a longtime friend of G-Dragon, extended his unwavering support and legal counsel. Shortly after news flared about G-Dragon's deal with Galaxy Corporation, Yang Hyun-suk reportedly seethed upon discovering this and suggested G-Dragon reconcile with Galaxy but renew his contract with YG instead. Yet G-Dragon resolved to proceed signing with Galaxy Corporation instead. Reports paint a picture of G-Dragon's disenchantment with YG heavily weighing on his decision. After all that transpired, who could possibly fault him? As previously noted, G-Dragon had been a loyal fixture of the company since 2002, exhibiting unwavering loyalty from his early years, working even as a mere 12-year-old. Yet, YG made the road rocky. They forced him and his fellow member Taeyang to perform as backup dancers for established artists, traveling by bus and trained back to their cramped dorms like everyday concert-goers, all while managing school the following day. He was also misled by the company, which had assured him and Taeyang they would debut as a hip-hop duo. After years of training with that dream in mind, YG shoved them instead into an idol group against their initial aspirations. He penned lyrics that mirrored a dark and tumultuous chapter of his life, deceived into believing that the song would mark his solo debut, only for it to be given to the group, ultimately propelling them into stardom. A disturbing pattern emerges to consider that he dedicated 22 years of his life to this company, playing a pivotal role in their ascent to success, only to be abandoned when he needed protection the most. They could have easily reached out, engaged in dialogue to ascertain the depth of his challenges, and taken decisive actions to shield him from the onslaught of negativity and deceit. Instead, they chose to sever ties, forsaking their crown jewel. Given the reports, it appears G-Dragon was still negotiating with them amid the unfolding scandal. Why would they relinquish their most invaluable asset simply due to their unwillingness to offer support? The track would mark his solo launch,